All right, so let me share a little bit about a mistake we made. Always uncomfortable to discuss in detail when you make a mistake as a property management company, but I think it's useful, and we try and highlight these within the company and use them as learning opportunities. So I thought maybe sharing these publicly, maybe first someone else could benefit from it, and also it might give you a little bit of a peek behind the curtain as to how we operate as a business and how we make sure that we keep delivering a high level of service for our clients, because inevitably as a company grows and as things change, which they always do, what worked before no longer works. And so if you're not paying attention and catching those things and correcting them, they're going to sneak up on you. So a great example that we recently had was during the sales process, meaning while we were talking with a potential client about managing their properties. Our business development manager agreed to a certain price because this particular client was bringing us a bunch of units all at once to manage, and we were able to do a little bit of give and take, and they ended up with a slightly discounted fee relative to our standard plans. Again, this is something if you have a particular number in mind and you're okay giving on some other terms and you're bringing us a bunch of properties, we're usually pretty easy to work with in that regard. So what happened was we got the sale. We made the sale. The client signed on and was happy and excited to get started with us. The problem that happened is we never entered the discount in our management software, in our accounting software. So when the first month of management fees rolled around, the software just automatically charged them for whatever plan they were on, which didn't include the discount we had agreed to. So pretty easy mistake to make. The discount thing's kind of rare. We don't usually do it. And so we didn't have a process for it in our sort of workflow for onboarding a new client, or in our checklist for onboarding a new client. So we obviously caught that error and corrected it. And of course, we refunded the difference to that particular client. And then we updated our software for the new price moving forward. So what we had to do in order to make sure this doesn't happen again is simply add a step in the onboarding checklist to check in with the sales department to see what was agreed to, and make sure that essentially this is one of our standard plans. 99% of the time it is, but once in a while it isn't. And so it was easy as just updating an existing checklist to add a one more step. And that's really the power of checklists, right? If you have a checklist for new client onboarding, which we do, when something has to be changed about that, you can simply add a step to the checklist, and now it's going to be done correctly moving forward. If everything is kind of done on an ad hoc basis, just from memory, or you've kind of got like post-it notes floating around, it's harder to implement a change like this and feel confident it's going to be followed by everybody at the company for every case moving forward. And so I'm a big advocate for checklists. We use Process Street for this, and we think it's a big part of what enables us to deliver a consistent and high quality product.